We here. We here. This is a new thing we doing on Mondays when Side Hustlers University run into legal side hustle. This is what you get right here. You get making money moves Monday. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
we're gonna be
Making money move Monday.
making money move Monday, baby. You know, hey, on Mondays that be that day. How would you describe how people feel about Mondays?
Well, most people it's that first day back at work after that weekend, so you don't have a little time to do what you want to do. Now it's time to do what you gotta do. But we're gonna try to help you. Well, long term, you can do what you want to do more than you can do what you gotta do.
Yeah, Mondays be them days. I mean, when I working at Walmart, I did Walmart for like 17 years. So when I get back on the weekend and all too. But we're gonna introduce ourselves. And we got our third person gonna be pulling up second. But
Yes, sir.
for those that don't know me, my name is Don Michael. Everybody call me Already Ready, and I've been in this side hustle business like since I want to say started when I was real young. I was forced to do it probably 2000 and I ain't had a job since 2013. So I've been out there side hustling. Well, main hustling it up because I ain't have no cushion. I didn't have like this job, which is a blessing that money can actually come in and actually have the side hustle. And so some of the things that I do, what I've done, I'm an artist, so I go around and I do gospel rap. I actually have a pallet liquidation store currently, but up until that point, from the music to I fix computers, I still do that. Sell LED product as far as to schools and birthday parties. Every people that want to have LED product. I I had a car dealership. I sold beauty salon equipment. I sold ladies. I had them bundles. I had that hair. I had that get right.
Okay.
What you want? That loose wave, that body wave, that curl. So, I got the bundles. So I had the bundles from that to had a shoe business. I sold tennis shoes. eBay. So I did eBay. And with computers, I repair and I sold. I know I'm missing a whole lot of stuff, but I just want to give y'all I'm blowing red hair. Lately, a couple of people think I've been dyeing my hair red. They like, hey, you look so. Cause I deal with my wife. Like at the hospital today, somebody saw me and she asked who we. It was what's called the chaplain. The chaplain came and the chaplain like, well, she asked my wife. She said, "So that's your mom back there." So she looked at me. She said, "So that must be your grandma." I said, "Nah." Then she tried to back up. I said, "This is my wife." She said, "I'm not talking about. I'm talking about her in the back." I said, "That would imply." She's like, "Yeah." She said, "I think it's your." She said, "I think it's the red hair. The red hair. It's the dye you got in your hair." Like, nah. Then the other day, somebody had. So it was like I was born with red hair. Like I was. It was my hair. And I love God, man. So it's just a summer. I'm married. Been married for 8. It'll be 19 years this year. Been married for 18. It'll be 19 years in October. And that's a little bit about me, man. Let the people know about you. Let the people know about Side Hustle University. And I'm with Legal Side Hustle. That's my business. Legal Side Hustle is your boy. And I done linked up with my guy right here. I'm gonna let him just let you know the rest of it.
Hey, it sounds crazy because it's like you introduced me while introducing you, talking about all the side hustles you done did. Well, I done tried them all. You hear me? But yeah, I'm John, the king of side hustling, and co-founder of Side Hustle University, and we all about showing people how to start, grow, and build side hustles. And kind of like I already said, I done tried it all. I've been on this online space probably almost the last 15 years. But even in the offline world, I done had the clothing store, I done sold shoes, I done sold hair, I done sold cars, you know, I done sold it all. And what I come to find out over a period of time, I definitely developed a lot of good skill sets. So I rarely meet a stranger. So that's one of the skill sets that allow me to definitely be good at what I do. And I didn't have a job. I ain't had a job. Phew. I ain't had but two jobs in my whole life. The longer one lasted about, I want to say 90 days. And I'll never forget, after the Christmas holidays, the owner came in and he was like, well, it was after New Year. He came in and he was like, man, y'all come in. I want to talk to a couple of y'all guys. So we went in. He was like, I'm going to have to let some of y'all go. We're going to have to cut back. He said, I really wanted to do it before Christmas, but I wanted to make sure y'all had a good Christmas. So, my mind, I almost flipped off the top on him, but I thought about it and I'm like, how could I ever give someone that much control over my life where they feel like if it weren't for them, me and my family wouldn't have that? So that kind of led me. From that point on, I was like, man, I ain't gonna never put myself in that position again. And up until this day, I haven't. And it ain't been always easy. It haven't been always easy. But the key is I stuck to it, stayed consistent. And now I'm reaping the rewards of that labor, them years of learning and traveling and I don't want to say wasting money, but investing in things that didn't work. A lot of things I learned skills from where I didn't maybe I didn't earn money, but I developed some skills that they pay off. They pay a lifetime.
So how long has it been since you had a job?
I think I laid off in 2008, 2009, around that recession time.
Wow.
And that crazy that I had before I got the job, that's when I had the clothing store and where I sold clothes, and I had the lawn care service. And when the economy crashed, people went from I got to be sharp every week to clothes the last thing on my mind, buying some new clothes. They gas about $5 a gallon. I got other expenses.
So how did you come about? How did Side Hustle University get created? What's the story behind that?
Man, after doing so many different things, like I say, I started out in the network marketing industry. I like to tell the story, man. The first conference I went to out in California, I sold my Lexus I had just to get out there to the event. Stayed in the room with a total stranger. Didn't really have a lot of money. I think my wife ended up giving me $200 spending money. So, but I was hungry. That was the first time I really seen that many people in one place talking positive, talking about unlimited potential, talking about, the things you could do if you stayed down and worked, man. So it gave me a whole different eye opener of what the world had besides what I was used to. And from there, I started there, stayed in, I think I went to 2 or 3 network marketing companies, which I made money in all of them. But I never hit the old Rolls Royce dreams or BMW dream. I don't want to say they were selling, but they were offering. Then I got into the internet marketing world where I built my first website going from YouTube to WordPress, YouTube to WordPress, YouTube to WordPress. Then I kind of got into affiliate marketing, which I did hit. I became the number 1 affiliate in one program, I think, with Infinite Success University. It was something like that. I became the number 1 affiliate in that. So I made money there. But you know how these companies, how things go. You can hit money, but if you don't have nothing consistent, then it's kind of hard. So but I've been blessed to learn. I've sold websites. I've done high ticket sales, which is sales over the phone. Man, I did a lot. Yeah, I did a lot. eBay, drop shipping when all that was hot, Yeah, I did. But I'm gonna tell you one drop shipping story I call it keyword jacking. So they gave out some specific keywords, and I went and researched it and found that product. And man, I probably did $30,000-$40,000 in about 3 months just because I'm aware of what keyword was. So once he kept saying it, I just went and researched it, and I just found somebody who needed the product, and we created a perfect relationship. So, and from there, in 2022, it kind of been a little before then, but we kind of established the Side Hustle University brand, where we wanted to start teaching some of the lessons that we've been through. That means coming from what we talk about now is the hustle stage. In the beginning, the hustle stage is the beginning stage because it's all about hustling to get you some money. Meaning, a lot of people have big dreams, want to get in investing, want to do all the other things, but it's a lack of capital. So we use the hustle stage to kind of get us beyond that. We need the money. Now we got some money coming in. So now from there, it's all about hitting that entrepreneur stage where we starting a business that started to produce more money for us. So we getting some of our time back. Not a lot, because a lot of times we work harder. We work longer hours than people on their job in the entrepreneur stage. But from there, we began it. One main thing we did, we got that credit right. Bro tell the story if he get on tonight by his 347. Me, I really didn't even know what credit was. So, but we kind of worked that formula, got access to capital. Now we became more from the investor side, so we was able to invest in some side hustles, invest in starting some business, invest in some event centers, invest in different products, which allowed us to earn some money without us actually being there. So, and for that, we like to say we let the assets create the rich lifestyle. So making money from your money and from your investments. Now we just like to sit back and continue to find great ideas to invest in.
Okay, so so you said the hustling stage. Now, so from the hustling stage, so right now you got. I saw you with a T-shirt on the other day. So tell them about that T-shirt and what that T-shirt means. The slogan.
Yeah, the T-shirt was one of the brand we launched, and it's called Air, and it's HEIR, and it's the 4 stages of side. We call it the side hustle quadrant. Some of y'all may be familiar with the cash flow quadrant from Robert Kiyosaki. We call it the side hustle quadrant, the 4 degrees of side hustle. And some of y'all who understand or done studied the Bible, you realize that the Bible speaks of you being a joint heir with Christ. So we like to say, what you're really looking for already laid up for you. You just got to understand how to unlock it and get to it. And a lot of time that beginning stage is that hustling stage. But more importantly, that personal development and that mindset, you got to change the way you're thinking about things. Then you hit that hustling stage. Well, not, like I say, it's all about getting you up some capital.
Okay. So with Legal Side Hustle, like you said, you started Side Hustle University in 2022.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna see on the sign. But I've been side hustling since
1975. So, out of all the different side hustles you've done, what do you consider the most profitable
one? Probably the kids entertainment industry.
Why?
And well, I'm gonna say that, and the media and marketing side now, because why I'm gonna say that. Well, I'm gonna give you an example with the kids entertainment. We try to focus on things that people do all the time. It's like they don't have to do a lot of thinking about it. So, for instance, most parents celebrate their kids' birthday, and they're always looking for something different to do. So we just started providing different services they could use. We partner with school systems, nonprofits, daycares, churches. So we got a nucleus of customers that can afford our services, that are always looking for our services. So it was in your name, it was a ready-made business. It was a ready-made side hustle. So we just jumped on that one. And from the media and marketing side of things, I think just learning learning how to get customers, how to take care of those customers, and you know that customer service. That's one of our biggest keys that bring us repetitive business. So we've been able to help other businesses market their service, help them understand how to get customers, help them understand how to deal with those customers, also how to set up different systems and things in place where they don't have to do all the heavy lifting.
Okay. Gotcha. So I would say mine would be computers.
Okay.
That's been the longest. I mean, that's been the longest going one. Is why I'm gonna say that, and then I'm gonna say the music, and the reason because the music has been the most. Man, when you get to just somebody book you to do an event and you doing just 30 minutes, and you done made $2,000 in 30 minutes. I'm like, wow. It's like after you done experience like a large amount of money in a small amount of time, your thought process. It's like,
well, it changed the way you look at it, because most of the time we thinking, or we grew up thinking from the hourly standpoint of, I work this long, I make this amount of money. Which we teach something called a speed income, where we show you that you really ain't got an income problem. It's just the speed and how long it takes you to earn it. So we like to have services. Hold on, bro, trying to jump on here. We like to have services. We like to provide different services where we are earning a significant amount of money in a short period of time. Like you say, $2,000 for 30 minutes. I don't know if we ever beat that. I know we did. Bro.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I know we did $2,000 in a 45 in less than an hour. I'm just gonna say,
yeah,
with a side hustle.
It was an easy one.
Yeah, let me we're gonna introduce you right quick, bro, because we are kind of all the way in. It's Alex. This my brother. He the other co-founder of Side Hustle University. Actually, he got on the Side Hustle University shirt that Reddy was referring to. And now the unique thing about Alex, and I'm gonna let him tell y'all about it, is he come from that working background. So we make the perfect tag team. Well, I kind of always hustled and found a way. He kind of always, I want to say he made a way. Cause a lot of times when I ain't have a dime coming in, bro, you know, he made a way. So introduce yourself, kind of tell them what got you in the side hustling, and that thing.
Okay, well, I'm Alex. Like you said, I had 25 years in the workforce. I was a teenage father of 2 kids. I mean, I did 12 years manufacturing. Made tons of money, made tons of mistakes. Didn't understand financial education, none of that kind of stuff. I mean, I made $1 million by the time I was 30, and was debt broke at the same time. I don't know if anybody ever did that. So if y'all ever say y'all ain't never seen a broke millionaire, here I am. And what was really my side hustle mentality was I kept running to the same situation. The job market wasn't fulfilling to me. I didn't have no fulfillment. Ever since I was 5, I always said I wanted to be my own boss. And with that being said, so me and my brother, we started dibbling and dabbling in it. Now I'm gonna tell y'all now. At first, I was very fearful. I was like, man, I've been doing this for so long. I know if I get up in the morning to go to work, I'm gonna make some money, you know. And I know this was guaranteed income. You know, a lot of people, you know, y'all probably in the same shoes that I was in, man. Like, man, is it really gonna work? I mean, it was time, man, bro was sharing the $2 the 2 cheeseburger meal. We go to conferences, you know. A lot of times, like you say, I was sponsoring a lot because I was working. But for me, what changed my life, I was like, I don't know if y'all ever had the rug snatched from up under you. What I mean by that, you work for somebody and somebody else's dream. Man. The first time it happened to me, I was making $85,000 a year, and company closed down. You know, they decided they was gonna move overseas for cheaper labor. They told us in the meeting, we can pay to have it produced, have it manufactured, have it shipped back to the United States for cheaper than what we're paying y'all. So basically, we don't need y'all no more. I was making 85,000. I went to 40,000, 45,000 in the blink of an eye off somebody else's decision.
Wow.
And that's what kind of forced me into starting to look at side hustles, starting to look at the way. But I just unconfident, unsecurity. I went into another manufacturing job. I was over there about 3 years. They promised me, man, you're going to be making more money than you were making over that other place. I took a $7 an hour pay cut off the rip. I worked there 3 years. I think I got about $2. I sat there and watched them pass me over. I was a safety leader, quality leader, trainer. I mean, I was a mechanic. I was everything but an electrician on the line. I could do everything. They still didn't give me the product. They didn't give me the money. One day I was like, man, this over with. I quit. I went and took a job making $10 an hour working at a restaurant. But I was at more peace, making 10 an hour than I was when I was making 85,000 an hour. And we started dibbling and dabbling side hustles, started making money, started to get some traction, started believing in myself. I'll never forget. My brother told me one day, man, I had called him. Me and him been to the same seminar, same training. He was like, I called him, hey, bro, man, I got somebody on the line. I need you to close them. His response to me for that day, you know the same information I know. Might as well close them. And that was it. And when I took off,
Now I have to turn him down.
I did was laughing with him before we jumped on the call. Like, hey man, I had a client call. I don't sold the man the business before he even agreed to buy it. And I already sold the deal.
Oh man!
But
so
it's about to get that traction.
So what took you? What was it that completely removed the fear that I need to do it? Was it having that job removed from upon you? Because really, that wasn't it because you went back.
No, well, that wasn't it. The very last time me and my brother had been talking, I was like, hey, man, I think I'm going to try one more year. So, last year, I called. I was doing the same job, doing different. I was doing pest control. I was doing contracting. And the year, I was going to make less in year 8 than I made in year 1. I called him and say, hey, man, it's over with. I'm through. My wife didn't believe at first, man, because she was like, he ain't going to do it. Then she started noticing I wasn't working for 3 days a week, 4 days a week. She's like, he's serious now. And the crazy thing, at my own retirement party that they threw me, I taught a lesson on fear. I hadn't overcame my fear, but I taught a lesson. I had to give back to other people to show them how to overcome their fear.
Hold on, so when was your retirement party?
October last year.
October last year. Hold on.
So it's been about 9 months, almost 10 months now. I ain't worked for nobody but myself.
So what did that feel like?
Man, it feels great. I can wake up and every morning do what I want to do.
So is it did it when you first retired, was it weird?
No, because I had already made peace at it. The guy tried to get me to come back, like, hey man, what I can do, what we can do, we can pay. You want to know what my response was?
What that?
I need $125,000 sign-on bonus. I'm only gonna work 20 hours a week, and my rate gonna be at $200 an hour. I'm gonna train your people, and you're gonna hire my brother at the same rate. So we're gonna work only 20 hours a piece, but we're gonna make $4,000 a week. If you can meet those terms and conditions, I'll come back. But I need $125,000 before we even do any deal.
What was the reaction? When you were looking at him while you were saying this, what did you feel going on? What did you notice going on with him while you were saying this?
For me?
Yeah, what did you notice? When you were looking at him as you were saying this, what were you picking up on his response?
I already knew he couldn't pay me. So he didn't want to pay me what it was. But you want to know the funny thing? One of my buddies still work over there called me probably 4 or 5 months ago. The man said he messed up when he let you go. He said, I let you get away. I like, well, It gonna cost them $250 now. Hey, your $250 got to hit the bank before we even do any work. But but it's still gonna be $200 an hour, and I'm only working 20 hours a week, and I'm only gonna do it for about 6 months. I want to train your people,
and they still got to bring your brother on with you.
They still got to bring him on that same. With no experience in that industry whatsoever, other than what I'm showing.
Wow.
Yeah. He I learned a lot from him.
Wow.
So I still can recognize some of the stuff about the company now that I'm like, dang. And then, but now my thought process was, at first, of course, you always thinking about, what your business doing, or what your income is. You're always thinking, okay, we got to take care. We got 2 families to take care of now. Yeah. So you had a thought of it, but what I started to realize, he more valuable to me with me every day versus I got to wait till he get back from over there. Or I got some lined up, but we can't get to it till they let him go up. So we kind of looked at it from that perspective, and it just worked out perfect.
And you want to know the craziest thing? Every day we're gonna make some money. That's the craziest thing. It's beauty. You're gonna wake up with money. Somebody gonna come with an offer, or somebody gonna send some money. Like a couple of weeks ago, we did $2,000, and we had no knowledge that it was even coming. It just showed up.
Yeah, so it been like that, man. Man, we ain't, like he said, but I can remember standing up in this same office, you see me and not saying those things. Yeah. And boy, the old folks say I can rub 2 wooden nickels together. but I had the belief, I knew if I stayed consistent and just kept on keeping on, the well was gonna break. I'm gonna keep chipping at it down till it break, and the overflow gonna come through. Yeah.
And now my whole thing is my confidence level so high. I'm like, hey man, I can just wake up. I told him, hey man, such and such gonna happen today. I'm talking about the time I spoke it happened. You like, man, you just said it 2 minutes ago.
Yeah. Okay. So y'all, it's making money moves money. So today, it's basically just introduction. Like y'all getting to know us and everything. I want to hit y'all with that 1 Thessalonians 4:11-12. The reason I want to hit y'all with that because you said something about that job that you was working. You was making like $85,000 a year.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1 Thessalonians 4:11-12, it says operate with peace. This the Passion Translation. I done had somebody go look at the King James like, hey, what you saying wasn't right though. So the Passion Translation, it says operate in peace with each other as you mind your own business so that you can earn a living just as we taught you, so you'll have respect from the unbeliever, have influence over the unbeliever, and you will be in need of nothing or no one. So you was minding their business all them years.
Yeah.
And then they just can pull the rug up on you.
With no care about it.
Don't care about it. They came that boy, hey, we can make more money by doing this over here. Bye, y'all. It was they ended in a sentence. It was like one sentence.
Yeah. And I'm talking about it ain't just affect me. We talking about thousands. We talking about probably 1,000 people lost their job. Man, I go ride past that building now, ain't nothing but a shell, bro.
Man. And so what I wanted to ask you, like I respect y'all relationship, man. Because you can't control who your blood is.
No.
But it's a choice of who you actually make your business partner.
Oh yeah.
Who you make your friend, who you do life with. They got people that got family that they don't even much deal with each other because they don't trust their family. And they got some shady integrity issues with their family. So to see how that relationship. So walk me through like what was it to make you for y'all to see each other integrity? Like what was it to make
It came from the womb, man. That's the short, simple answer. It came from the womb.
And now I'm gonna tell you, early on, he was like my shadow. You know, we got an older brother. I kind of looked up to, but he, you know, I used to want to run him home. He ain't going with me everywhere. You know, he want to always go with me. So, but the crazy thing, we hit a spurt where for years we didn't talk. Most people don't believe that now. For years, sometimes we didn't talk. Period.
Well, I mean, maybe a hit. When I see him, he my brother. I know he's my brother.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. But then once we reunited, it was like they would have supposed to been anyway.
Yeah.
Well, you want to know what? Everybody, I'm gonna make it short and simple for you. Everybody wanted to be like Mike. I wanted to be like my brother. That was for me. So, you know, everybody want to be like Mike. I want to be like my brother.
Now, who the oldest?
I am.
So this is what amazing about it. You the oldest. Hey, walk us through. You had told me one time as far as how you was working on the side hustle while he was working the job.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
So just the dynamics of the relationship, how y'all had it set up to see where.
For a long time, I didn't have a steady income. You know, my wife worked, so that was a blessing. That she held her foot down. But bro, when it comes to talking about investing in the company, and, you know, bro went to school, and I got to say he went for the check. Needed the check to kind of sustain. And he, like he said, he worked at the restaurant, so we would. You know, I had
two teenage kids raising.
Yeah, I had I think I had an 85, 75 Chevy truck. We were sharing that. You know, I was taking him to work, but I was always studying. He was studying, or we'll see something we want to invest in, or a conference, or somebody training we wanted. We invest in it, and bro would always say, you know, it came to the point one time where I was almost ready to go get a job. You know, I'm talking about, I was like, man, bro, you know, I ain't saying it ain't gonna work, but I think a job may help it work faster. That was my mindset. If I got some money coming in, and bro said these simple words, and you go get a job, who gonna work on the dream?
Well, the dream dies if both of us confined, cause we ain't gonna have the time.
Yeah.
But see, now I never worked a traditional job after I left manufacturing. Everything I did contract so I could move. So I was able to network, and a lot of customers that I found while I was working. So I was working I was working on their business, but I was working on my business at the same time. But I was working more on my business than I was on their business. I would get their job done, but I was doing mine too. So it was two in one.
Man. So how did that? He went to school so y'all can get the check.
Yeah, hey, you want to know the $61,000 worth of debt? I call that the best debt I ever got because it allowed me to invest in me.
Okay. If somebody was trying to run that play right now, how that look?
Well, I'm gonna say you got to believe in you.
That's the biggest thing, but during the last drop, we developed some disciplines, man. That, cause I made a lot of money in my life, but I always found a way to throw it away and end up back in that same circle. You know, I done did the things, I done had the thing, now the thing gone, the money gone. What I'm gonna do next? So when the last time I went broke, I was doing the car dealership, selling the car, you know, and one year I'm looking at like I got $100,000, and the next year I'm looking at, boy, it's over with. I'll never forget, I'm at the auction. The African them done put the mojo on me. They drive the car in the auction. I'm steady big. You know, everybody want Hondas. I'm steady big. I win it. As soon as I won, they went to laughing at me. Get what the man said. Push it on up out of him. The man, the African in there trying to drive the transmission gone. They got to push it out of him. I'm like, oh Lord, that done took me out the door right now. So So I done bought the car with a bad transmission. I got to fix it. So I ended up selling it I ain't make no money off of it. But anyway, I went back broke again, and a lady handed me a book, one of them network marketing magazines. I'm started reading. I'm like, I don't know nothing about no residual income. I don't know nothing about none of it, but it makes sense. All I know, I can sell. All I know, I got people skill, and I'm like, darn, I know I can do this. So, really from desperation, I gotta try it. So I tried, I tried. I told bro about it, and it kind of went from there, man. It kind of went from there. But like I say, the discipline we learned, that when we did finally start back making money, we ain't throw that money. I don't throw that money away like I used to. You can put that vert on the side of the road with all the sign for sale sign you want. I ain't buying.
I can help you sell it. That's the only thing.
Yeah, I can help you get off of it, but you ain't got no asset, nothing to make no money with this money. No, we ain't talking about that.
Now I'm gonna tell you the crazy thing. Credit. Didn't learn about credit about 10, 11 years ago. I went through I tell people, most people would have said the darkest place in their life, but I was at the end of the tunnel where the light was shining. My credit score was a 374. I went and tried to buy a car, $15,000 car, $10,000 cash money. I'm ready to give all up to the man. For him to finance me the car, he wouldn't sell it to me. So I had to go home with my pride, look in the mirror, say, you got to do something. First time I ever looked at my credit score as an adult. And I looked at it. It was a 374. I'll never forget them numbers as long as I live. Most people always holler about they got bad credit when they got a 500. I told them, man, you ain't got bad credit. Your credit, you got good credit. I had a 374. I ain't know a credit score can go that low. No, 350 is the lowest. I'm almost at the low. And I started working on it. And the funny thing, I got to just go up to a 620. I don't pay everybody on time. I called my brother almost in tears. Somebody had on hack, scam, when they got a payday loan, $500 from their company. I ain't know nothing about it. Joker hit my credit score 252 points. I'm at a 620. I'm down in the fours. I'm talking about this right here. I ain't never been wanting to cry so bad, but I'm talking about I called her. I'm talking about I'm almost in tears like, man, this can't be, man. I worked too hard to get from here. I'm talking about 3-4 years. I don't pay everybody on time. I don't owe nobody. First time I got good credit. I'm talking about I had a 620. And man, I called them folks like, hey, man, I ain't got your money. You just hit my credit score. I'm talking about 8 o'clock at night. I'm on the phone with the people like, hey, man, I ain't got your money. They telling me, well, we send it this account. Bro, you ain't send it there. I'm looking in my bank account. When ain't you supposed to send it? Well, I had to go file a police report and all that stuff. Go to the bank, fax off all the transactions, show these people I ain't had their money, got my points back. And that, get what? I tell anybody, you better check your credit score the same way you take a shower every day. And I do it religiously.
Yeah. The stuff that we used to overlook, the small stuff, it done made the biggest impact. Credit, paying people on time, making sure you do what you got to do. That stuff be so important, especially when you're on that journey talking about trying to create wealth, generational wealth, teaching your kids, creating different avenues. And one of the things, I see now is, I know my whole thing used to be, I don't need no credit. I hustle and get me some money and I buy it. But then I look at it like this. Think about all the money you had done earned. If you would have established your credit, leverage your credit, therefore if something went wrong, you got your money to get back on your feet with. But when you use that hard-earned capital and it go wrong, it's over with.
Yeah, bad credit and no money is a bad recipe.
Yeah, that's a bad recipe.
I need both of y'all to put me on the trade line for y'all, but just give me 2 billion cycles. I just need 2 billion. I need 2 billion cycles.
Yes, sir.
So before we get off this, boy, man, I want to hit we're gonna hit what we're gonna be talking about on next Money Making Monday, and it's 3 stages in this thing. Okay. So the 3 stages is you got a hobby. So when it starts off as a hobby, then it goes from a hobby to a side hustle. Then when that boy go from a side hustle to a business. So ain't nothing wrong with none of those stages. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
But we're gonna end up starting off with hobby. And I'm gonna give the definition of what I was walking around the block, man, and guys just dropped on me what a hobby is. And so what a hobby is when you're doing something, but the compensation is in compliments, not currency. I was like,
ooh, that deep.
Yeah, I like being complimented, but I think I give me the currency. Yeah, give me the currency. I buy some likes if I need them.
Likes ain't gonna pay the bill, but compliment. But it's gonna compliment you in a way that will really show you, you know, that your value.
So what kind of hobbies have y'all had?
Shoot.
But I'm gonna tell you something, man. I'm gonna tell you something. I probably one of the first things I showed this man was a chargeable phone case. We probably did $25,000 for a chargeable phone case. Cause get what, everybody got a phone and they didn't want their phone to die. I called him. I said, "Hey, bro, I got something we can sell." He said, "Man, what you got?" I said, "I just want you to listen to this song." I pressed the button on the back of my phone. The crazy thing was a work phone at the time. He heard a little woo. I said, "That phone charging in my hand without being plugged up." We went to work. That was a hobby.
Yeah, that was a hobby, because you know, my recipe used to be when he come with something like that, I go to Alabama. That before they start taking all their time shipping and the terror attack where everything almost American price. Grab some of them jokers and went to work. We actually tried to lock a deal in with a couple of civic centers and auditorium where we could sell them, you know, van with them, but we didn't get it finalized. But I say they'll probably want to. Those type things was our hobby. We'll find something like that, jump on it.
So what you're telling me is even y'all hobbies was really side hustles.
Yeah, cause we gonna make some money.
I'm talking about
sustainability don't be there. You know, 25,000. It sounds like a lot, but even if it took us 6 months, you got to think we got bill, we got to live, you got to re-up in inventory. So and that's a good thing we got to point out when we talk about that hobby.
Yeah,
it's that bottom line dollar. Because I know some people not got things. Well, you got customers coming in spending money. You got people, but when you sit down and draw them X's and O's and see how much actually you making, that when you got to decide. Well,
yeah,
I got to go back to the drawing board.
Make sure you ain't making $400. Because if you just doing $400, go get your job.
Yeah, well, you want to reconsider. You know, a lot of times what I done found is what I thought may be it, may not always be it. I done sold things that cost a lot of money. I done sold things that cost a little money. And then you have to kind of decide. In the high ticket industry, they always like you sell a high price product or service where you're making enough money where if you don't make money for a while, you can live off the money you made because you sold an expensive product. Versus what if you sold a lower price product, but just put it in a membership model? Well, now you're getting paid every month like the light bill man. You tell me what one make the most sense to you.
I would tell you,
I like the light bill man.
You want 100,000 one time, or you want 1,000 people paying you 35 for a lifetime? Which one makes better sense?
Lifetime.
But most people look at $10, $20. That's not a lot of money. But if I got 10,000 at 10, you do the math.
Yeah, a big number. That's how Amazon are winning. They got a huge customer base that they making small amounts of profit from, which they don't own the product no way. So, So we have, and that's something we got. I want to get into down the line, looking at different business models. Exposing people to some of the things that they may not know right now, because I ain't know it all. And I'm gonna give you one book, a recommendation book. It's called the E-Myth. It's E-Myth, E-MYTH. That book go hard when you're talking about hobbies. Just because you know how to cook pie may not mean you need to own a bakery. Because you may know how to cook pie, but you may don't know how to run a business. And that's what I run into with a lot of people I talk to. They got good ideas, or they may got a good product. But when they talking about putting it in a business model and making it work long term for them, that's where they kind of get. Right. Bro, they losing it. And it ain't a bad thing. You just don't know. Like me, I just didn't know for a long time. I thought the hustle stayed with the stay. I thought, because I could always get up, I can go broke and come back up. That was my thing. I can always get back up. But as I got old, I'm like, man, shoot, it's gonna take too much heavy lifting, man. I got to get smarter with my choices.
Bro, I want you to swing the camera around and let the people look at the library when we weren't making no money, that's what we were doing.
And I can't swing that camera around, bro.
Shoot, man, just twist that thing around and let
I'm on my desktop.
Twist your monitor around.
Really, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. My office just too junky. I can't do it.
I'm surprised. Hey, I'm looking for the backdrop to be on you to the backdrop and everything.
Yeah. You got lucky today. I'm speaking out. I got one.
And so
let me speak out. You see that right
there?
There
you go. When we weren't making money, that's what we were doing.
Yeah.
See all the books.
I got a whole nother library down here, so and not to mention on my phone. So we were, I done put some time in now. So and more than anything, it worked on me. Yeah. Things I didn't know. Like now, years ago I used to study marketing and sales. Now I study more investing, raising capital. Because I want to take, I got to gain that understanding and go to the next level. So now I'm studying a lot of high-level CEOs, the way they think, the way they grow companies, the way they move versus me, just the marketing and sales, the side hustle side. That's what I do, but investing, that's my thing. I believe in investing and creating ways that money can be made without me doing the work. Building partnerships, building companies. And that's one thing I want to come out of side. Well, gonna come out of side Hustle University is the collaboration side. The side of, just like people always say, family can't do business. That's one reason me and brother do it like we do, because that one myth we dispelling. You ain't gonna be able to say that no more. You met two brothers, we gonna do it. We gonna do it to the end of time.
Yeah.
We done been broke together. We got money together, so it is what it is. And I think we have I actually said this probably about a week or so ago. I was talking to somebody. I was like, I don't really know if we understand what collaboration really look like. You see what I'm saying? What even when I hear people say support black business, and I ain't knocking that, so of course I ain't speaking against that. But what I'm saying is,
I'm knocking
we shouldn't be. I don't feel like I should just support it for them to make the money and then go move over there to the other side. Why we ain't got nothing in place where something can be poured back in the community, where some created to lift the next business up, to lift the next person up. And I ain't got the perfect answer, but I'm open to having that type of conversation.
So somebody came in my store the other day and they finna do like a tennis tournament. And he was like, he wanted to give back to his community. And the thing is, he wanted to do it like in the community and stuff like that. But on the reality of it, as far as the people in the hood really want to get out of it. Some of them they need to see something different.
Well, that's the key. Yo got it famous for saying that line, but man, I say it all the time. A lot of the time, the reason I continue to do the things I was doing because I hadn't seen that.
I wasn't exposed to nothing different.
When you ain't exposed, we can say that about the younger generation all we want. Man, they're bro saying, y'all say it ain't that they don't want to work. They just don't want to work for the peanuts we don't work for. I agree with that.
Well, that's my whole thing. the things that I did, the jobs I did early on, I wouldn't wish that on nobody. I mean, I worked in the rubber factory. I smelled like rubber. I could be off a whole week and get what I still had rubber smell on me.
Mm.
I'm talking. I don't care how many baths you took. After I left, it was probably 3 months before that rubber scent died completely off me. So what were the harmful effects long term?
Wow.
And a lot of people don't never look at jobs that they do and things they do for the long term effects. That's why you see a lot of people when they retire, 3-6 months later they die because they don't work around hazardous, harmful stuff for 25, 30, 40 years. But don't nobody expel those type of things. Like only thing like, well, they had this good job, they was making this kind of money, but look at the hazard you put me in. Look at the harmful health that you did. And these are the things that are not being exposed and being talked about. And the younger kids are looking like, hey, man, shoot, I remember my dad worked over here. Well, shoot, when my dad got ready to sit down, my dad died because he had cancer or he had this or this. His body that done broke down on him. And didn't nobody tell Dad the reason Dad's body broke down was because all of the harmful stuff that he did to his body unintentionally, but off somebody else's dream.
But and we would be taught to think is trying to take care of family. He's doing the right thing.
Trying to take care of his family. That's what he thought was the right thing. But get what? In taking care of his family, he forgot to take care of himself first.
So he's no longer going to take care of family.
Man, you'll be amazed at the older clients and stuff we talk to now that at the retirement stage, man, they're struggling. I'm talking about they didn't know to invest early on and all. And then, when you look at the income they get now, well, just for example, we got one person, they got to live off $1,400 a month, man. That's almost impossible. This day and time high stuff here. Yeah. So I think these are the things we got to begin to educate ourselves on earlier and pass on to our kids and make sure this stuff talked about in the family where it passed down through. I think that's the generational wealth. It ain't so much generational wealth. Me living. Because we all know somebody who done, they call it had a silver spoon, and when their parents left it to them, they dispersed it and it's gone now. But what the lessons taught, I think that's the key we missing. What the lessons taught, because if you start teaching them early, and I'm gonna let you go after this one, I'm gonna be quiet. It led 2 lessons I learned. One from a cousin who he well off. He played professional sport, and one time he was in town and we went to the mall. So I got on all my gear. He got on some. He getting some polo, not the regular polo, not the Ralph Lauren, but the other polo.
Beverly Hill polo.
Beverly Hill polo. I say, Cole, little Beverly. He looked at me like, man, I don't care, cause he got it. He can buy that. He can buy every polo in him. But me, when you got that type of mind frame, it's all about that type of way of thinking. But I learned then that wealthier people, they don't focus on that kind of stuff. Now, do they have nice stuff? Of course, but it don't drive them the way it drive somebody who come out of struggle or somebody in a struggle. Then the other time, my son, of course, we always think they give him everything he ain't have. So I used to go buy LeBron James. I'm about to buy him LeBron James. So I took him to the store with me one time. I said, I'm going to let you pick out your shoes today. So I got me some more expensive shoes again. That boy went and picked up a pair of Jake and the Neverland Pirate. I said, man, put them down. We don't wear them like that, though. He went to Holland. But it taught me a lesson. Get him what he want. He got them shoes. He was just satisfied. And up until this day now, he might have just started getting what we'll call name brand. All through school and him, man, that boy don't care. It's hard to keep a shoe on his foot, because I ain't raised him like that.
Yeah.
So he don't see the value. He ain't gonna walk up, and I know that this a lot. A lot of time, I say this all the time. A lot of time, even when you walk up on grown men, the first thing they doing, looking at your feet. They value, like they sizing me up by what I got on. Is I'm cool or not? Do I got some money? All this stuff relates to what I got on. But to him, he don't understand that because he was never exposed in that way of thinking. So I think if we begin to shape different values in our kid, then he wouldn't understand even thinking about taking a man's life out of parachute. That wouldn't make sense to him because he don't see it like that. But now, in my younger time, growing up in the way, hey, ain't no telling what I might have been thinking. Yeah. So I think we gotta learn to pass the valuable lessons down.
Yeah.
That'll keep
the unintentional exposure. A lot of times as parents, we unintentional expose our kids
and create
things to things that we shouldn't. And the reason I call it unintentional, you'll say that I want you to be better than me. But what better than me look like if I ain't got no values? I ain't got no morals. I ain't, only thing I'm teaching you is how to go throw away every dollar that you make. I have a saying that I taught my kids when they were younger, even when I didn't know about money, but I used to always say this: don't spend it at all in one time and all in one place.
And then one last thing we do with the generation coming now, birthdays and Christmas, we don't support toys, we don't knock Christmas. We invest in stock for them. So all the grandchildren, the great nephew, my son, birthday, holiday, we getting you some stock. We ain't getting you no
stock.
The toy
you own the company. I'll let you own the share of the company, then
stop
contribute.
I knock Christmas. But to each his own.
Most definitely.
People go out and get in debt for supposedly celebrating a birthday that's not theirs, and they going in debt, and it ain't even his birthday, but go in debt.
Oh, definitely.
And so I enjoy. I respect what y'all are doing, man. And what we're gonna do. So we talked about when we come back. We come back next Monday. We're gonna hit them on more hobbies. So we'll hit them on hobbies, and then we dealt from a hobby to a side hustle. Side hustle when you're earning, when now it's making some money for you. It ain't your main thing, but it's making some money.
Whether it's 200, whether it's 50, whether it's 200, whether it's 500 a month, it's making you some money.
Yeah, it's little extra money.
It's doing good.
And then we're gonna.
I'm gonna give you my pointer. Take that money and put it up, and keep just piling it up, and then get what you can invest in yourself into a bigger side hustle. I did this back in 2022. Every time I got paid, I started off with 10%. I used to tell them I would pay myself 10% of what I make. Then I got it up to $250 a week eventually. And then I was able to go into the banks and say, do you offer lines of credit? Walked in, gave them a certain amount, and they 10x'd whatever I gave them. It was all off of discipline. So just imagine you walked in the bank and you say, man, I got $1,000, they give you 10,000. You still got your 1,000, but you just made 10 just from a discipline.
Yeah.
And you do that.
Those type things, that we're gonna teach inside Hustle University, that we're gonna share. We're gonna show you what worked for us and how it can work for you.
And so I never want to leave a money-making Monday without you actually showing them or providing them an opportunity. And we'll come back next week, but showing them how to get in touch with you if they're interested in getting into the kids' entertainment business. Like, what do you have that can actually make them money in this business? They want to link up.
Actually, we're dropping what we call a business in a box model. And what we want to do with that is side hustle that we currently do or have done and made continuous profit from. We want to offer it in a business style where instead of you coming in brand new trying to figure it out, it's already done for you. All you got to do is get in position and take on off with it. So it's going to be a ready-made play for you.
Ready-made play. So how to get in touch with you about this?
You can follow me at You know, my Facebook is John Thomas, King of Side Hustle, TikTok, King of Side Hustle, Instagram. I ain't hard to find. John Thomas real now. You go and when you put it on Side Hustle now, you know I'm gonna pop up somewhere. So you can just reach out. You know, you can DM me, send me a message, or you can email me at john@thomaslegacygroup.com, and I'll definitely reach back out to you. Again, that's John, JOHN at Thomas, THOMAS Legacy, LEGACY group.com.
Y'all make sure y'all get at them. If y'all want us to come in your city.
Yeah, now I'm talking about you ain't leaving without a side hustle. Yeah, we almost locking the door. When you leave out of there, we ain't talking about you ain't leaving there with no big books and notepad. We leaving out there with a blueprint with execution. Actually, we stay more than one day. We're gonna set up a side hustle right there in that weekend.
So you can make some money
in that weekend.
So you guaranteed to leave with a side hustle if y'all come. If y'all book
look, I'm gonna give you one better than that. You guarantee to leave with $100.
Y'all heard me. Y'all heard him. So if y'all want to book the Side Hustle University City Tour, y'all contact he just gave y'all. Y'all can jump in my inbox too. Y'all can
most definitely.
Legal Side Hustle at Gmail, or even on my TikTok, Legal Side Hustle TikTok. Jump in my DM, Legal Side Hustle on all platforms. Also, those on my TikTok right now, make sure that y'all following King of Side Hustle. Go and click on him. Go and click on that. But we want to not just help y'all to go through it. We want to grow through it. There's a big difference between going through it and growing through it. Going through it, you can get hit upside your head and not learn that at all. You made it through this time, and you can go through the same old thing. Kind of remind me of some stuff John was saying that he dealt with as far as he'll splurge his money on this, splurge his money. You've been had money, so he was going through it until he started growing.
Trash down the mouth.
So, but when you grow through it, and that's what we want to do. We want to grow through it. Which when you grow through it, you're learning. You're learning. You no longer getting busted inside your head without a lesson. You got a lesson. So now you do it. You just choosing to put all this aside that you know better. Now you know better.
You know better.
And then if you don't want to give your money away, guess what I tell you? Just drop it on the ground and I'll pick it up.
Yes, sir.
Or you can send it to Legal Side Hustle Cash App. You just want to throw it away.
I promise you that part. At least you fall off bad, I got something for you. But also my guy Ready. I know I'm on my Facebook page. Then my guy Ready. Like I told you, we going in the Alabama area. He doing the whole home of the whole thing. He got the whole thing. You know, he got the whole thing like Young G. No, I ain't not like Young G, but the pallet. We talking pallet flipping. But you can get the whole thing by following that man already ready Legal Side Hustle. Man, he doing big things over there. Don't let him fool you. I know we did most of the talking tonight, but man, we got some big things coming, and we continue to partner up. So it's already a pipeline. It's already a pipeline. So you need something to flip, just holler at us, holler at him, or holler at me. We're gonna get you the whole thing, baby. We ain't selling no breakdown. We got the whole thing.
And whatever platform y'all looking at this on, make sure y'all go to King of Side Hustles, Side Hustles University on their YouTube.
On YouTube, yeah. We need to get that thing on up to 50 subscribers where we can go live over there.
We also gonna be dropping shows every week.
Also on TikTok. Yeah, on TikTok, King of Side Hustle. Make sure you follow there. We need to get that on up to 1,000 subscribers where we can go live on TikTok as well, where we can help more people, where we can go live and share different gems, bring different people on. Because the community is going to be steady growing. You're going to look around at 3 tonight. It'll be 300 and 3,000. And get what? You'll have one. It'll be one thing. Either you'll be a part of it or you'll still be watching.
Yeah, so y'all watching this thing grow in front of y'all eyes.
Yeah, we showing it to you raw and uncut.
Raw and uncut. And so make sure, so we're gonna have this broke down into clips, stories, shorts, and all that, and release it on different platforms. So Y'all make sure y'all tune in next week at 7:30. Next week at 7:30.
We do 7:30, 8:30 Eastern time.
7:30.
8:30 Eastern time, 7:30 Central time.
Yeah.
So appreciate y'all for joining. Remember, legal side hustle, legal side hustle.
Yes,
We got
sir.
options. We got options.
Yeah.
Legal
Minnow.
side hustle. Oh, no. All right, y'all.
And we got Side Hustle City to Hood Economics coming to a town near you.
Yeah.